Hello everyone, Secret Lair here, and today we are going to go over a beginner's guide to the game of Auto Battle Online. I'll be discussing free-to-play strategies, dolphin strategies, and whale strategies. Just to note, dolphin is a term I use for a player who spends the minimum amount of money to get the most out of the game. And that usually is less than $50 a month, maybe even less. So we're going to go over some of the user interface here. And as I go over the user interface, I will go over helpful tips. So first, we have the profile up in the top left. When we press the profile, we then see that you have different images you can choose. The farther you get into the game, the more options you have on profiles you can use. You can see that the artist style changes around here, and I believe that is where these are the unlockable ones. You can also change the background. You can also see how well you've done each season. You can see here I have been around for quite a long time, since season 10. And then you can check out your guild down here. You can see how your guild has been doing. You can, if you want to be a guild leader, you can see their total stones, guild stones that people have gotten. You can see how well they're doing trophy-wise. You can see if they've been on lately. You can see if they've completed their daily raids. And then you have various other options like battling simulation, seeing their profile, talking to them, kicking them out of the guilds. Be careful about pressing that button. Demoting them, I believe that's what this is. And then this is promoting them because you can have officers. I believe my officers are, yeah, you can see one of my officers is down there. Another one is right there. You also have a friends list. You can see my friend list here. We got guild rankings. So you can see how your rankings are doing. This is actually the worst my guild's done in a while. But you can go up here and see the top few guilds. Obviously, some guilds are unhappy right now. And then you can see player rankings too and see how people are doing in the player rankings. Next we have summoning. If you press summoning, you can see that there is a catalog of heroes, so you can kind of do your research as you pull to see what each hero can do. This shows the maximum level they can be at. So these ones can be at SS, these ones can be at SSS. And you can go to your hero screen from here. I'll go over that more later. You can go to your equipment screen. You can check the odds. I always suggest checking the odds of a banner to see what heroes are on the banner. You can also do some math to figure out your percentage chance of getting a warrior off a banner versus a mage versus a ranger. So if you need a specific unit type, you might want to go off this banner. You might want to go off the regular summon banner right here. My first tip, always 10 times summon. You see that it's 900 for 10 summons. You're getting a 100 diamond discount. So if you summon once, even with this, you're already losing out 10 diamonds every time you do a single summon. So it's always better to wait for 10 times summon. I know that can be hard, but I highly suggest waiting. Here you can also merge. Champions can be merged. Another tip for this, so to get up to like SS and so on, you need to merge your champions. These A heroes can be merged into S. You can see I have a hermit here. I could use that hermit. So the Hatter is an S unit. I could merge that unit with hermit. So often enough, these A tier units are fodder for the S tier units. So you get them up to S tier and then you use them to promote these guys to a higher tier. Okay? And you can get them up to SS. The only one A unit I would say to keep would be keep one Edward around. You can see I have one SS Edward. Salvage is for the B tier units. You can see I never have any B tier units. Once you get past, I believe, level 300, maybe 350, I think it is. It might even have to wait for later. It might be like 400 is when you want to start salvaging your B tier heroes, and you just hit autofill and then salvage. You can see I get no leaves, but you get a bunch of these leaves, and those leaves you get more the higher the level you are. So often it's better to wait till you get to level 350 to 400 before you start salvaging those B tier units to get the most bang out of your buck. Now I might be wrong. I believe that's still how it is. But yeah, that's my advice for that. So that's everything you can do from the summoning screen. Then you have this quest screen. You have your daily quests here. You can notice I have none right now because I finished them all. And you have your achievements. So you have all these achievements, and it gives you percent you're done. So you can see that summoned heroes, I just need to summon 5 more heroes and I get 200 diamonds. I go here, all I have to do is clear 1,000, a little over 900 more dungeon stages and I get 125 diamonds. If you're just starting out, I highly suggest doing this Reforge achievement. Do it until you get to 10,000. That way you can get a lot of free diamonds. I know it's going to be a lot of clicking, but I'll show you later kind of how to do that. Next up, we have the community tab. The community tab takes you to the player rankings. It takes you to pretty much the same thing. When you click my profile, it takes you here. When you click community tab, it takes you here. You can see the rankings for different things and how you're doing. So you can see total stones, I'm rank 146. Season stones, I'm rank 75. I'm doing really great this season, other than today, because I sucked today. You have your guild tab. You can check out my guild boss video for more about the guild boss UI. And then you have your raids tab. Sadly, there's no back button. They should implement a back button. But yeah, you can see the raids you've done, completed, up to 24 hours in the past, and raids you have just recently finished. You can see I got 2.77. I did a little bit of this raid, then switched over to this raid. So really, I got like add 0.5 to this. So I got 3.2 or something like that. Next, we have our currency down here. We have gold, diamonds, and we have leaves. Leaves are for leveling up your heroes. I'll get to that. Gold, you buy stuff with. So you can see when you press gold, you can purchase stuff. Always remember to grab your free rewards from here. I often forget to go on here daily to grab everything. I believe I've done my monthly. Yes, I have. And you also have other offers here. I will be going back to that when I talk about free-to-play versus Dolphins and whales. To collect those diamonds I just clicked on, I have to go here, back to, I'll actually come back to that. Anyways, so I click Army, and you can always see I can go back to the Summon tab by clicking Army. But I can also go Items. So this is where I equipped items to my heroes. To equip them, I'm going to go, where's example? Here we go. I can't, that's a Ranger gear, so I can't equip it. This is, okay, so this is magic. If I wanted to equip it, I could just press equip and it equips. It's pretty easy, not that bad. And you can see other options on here. You can go back to summon. You can go to your heroes tab from here. You can also go to the shop tab. So if you're looking at your items and like, oh shoot, this doesn't have the right enchant, you can just go straight to your shop tab. Shop tab, which you can access through here. Shop tab has weapons you can buy, armor, enchant, crafting, and reforge. Now remember when I said you want to reforge weapons a bunch of time? Well, there's a specific weapon, this wooden stake. It's only 270 gold, cheapest weapon in the game. You buy it a bunch of times, and then you reforge it in the reforge a lot. So to reforge items, you're just going to go select an item. You can see I save all my common items. And then you just spam this button. It's that easy. And you reforge it. Once it hits 15, you can't reforge it anymore. So you get this little thing that comes up. Next up, we got crafting. So here we got crafting. If you want to craft, you go to the catalog. The catalog pops up. It'll show you if you can craft something. So you can see I can craft these items. I don't want to though, because sometimes I want to use multiple melee units and I don't want to sacrifice my armor right now. And then enchanting units. So if you want to enchant, no, if you like disenchant, like okay, a melee resist, I disenchant I'll get no runes back because this is a default enchant. So if it's a default enchant, I don't want to touch that. This is a default enchant, but I don't care about it. So I have all these enchants I can choose from. And then it will cost this currency. And then I have armor and so on and so forth. And then I got the training. So when you go to training, you will see that you get a certain amount of gold, leaves, and experience per hour. So experience affects your experience as a player. So you can see I got 20, I'm at level 527, and I have this much experience. I level up at this EXP. This is pretty important, especially late game. You start getting more currency, more gold per 24 hours. So you can see this fills up at 1.73 trillion, which is really pretty nice. And then, so I get 1.73 trillion for this. I get 4.34 trillion experience and 1.7 leaves. So late game, this is pretty important to have up. And then we got the battle icon. We have arena. Arena is something that you should do no matter what. You might think, oh, but I'm not ready for PvP. Do the arena. It's the most auto thing in the game. You just go arena, and then you go battle, and then it's hands-free. This is what you should be doing overnight and letting the game go and battling. You can always abandon by pressing abandon on here. Dungeons, when you're first starting off, dungeons is the best way to level up. And then we have Conquest. Conquest is going to be your biggest moneymaker. You can see per 24 hours, I get 3.57 trillion gold. That is pretty important. To get, you just, sometimes there's places like this one, I get 900k per hour. I don't have any houses or farms here, but here I have houses and farms. You want to build 2 farms for every 1 house. So let me zoom out. You can see all these are farms, farmland. So all those are farmland, these are houses. They're all maxed out, and there's more farmland than houses. You're going to do it at a 2-to-1 ratio. Otherwise, you're losing out on money. And next, we are going to look at the map. The map lets you choose dungeon locations by pressing the map. So you start off Soft River Village. You see I park myself there. So in late game or early game, there's a dungeon daily. So I just park myself here, let it go. It's the fastest way to get the 25 dungeons done per day. But you can see that I have completed all dungeons as they currently are. It's pretty auto. You just let it go. And in the beginning, when you're very first starting, you're going to be going, okay, I went a certain distance. I can't go any further. Let me upgrade my gear. Rinse, wash, repeat. You'll be going between dungeons, and you'll be going between conquest when you're first starting a lot. Next, we have this events. So it's a weekend, so we have an event. Every weekend there's an event. If you're in a guild, you should be doing this event. If you're not in a guild, I think you can still do the event. You should always be doing the event, because it's free diamonds. Every single stage is 1 diamond. I've done 258 of them at this point, so I have 258 diamonds I got, and every single season it refreshes. Then we have chests here. The runic and higher chests are very important. Do not buy anything less than runic. You see I barely even open these chests ever, because they're basically mid to late game, they're worthless. You want to buy only runic and better chests. They just came out with Royal Plus chests, which are really good chests that are expensive as hell. I have no money left because of buying them. And yeah, so they're very important. These are your items. You open them, you get items. Next, we have the store. I'll come back to the store when I talk about Dolphins and whatnot, but for free-to-play players, all you need to know is daily, weekly, monthly, there's those free little icons come up. And then you can spend diamonds to get gold if you really want to. Don't do it. I highly say don't do it. You can spend gold to get chests. And again, don't do it. It's just too... Your money, your diamonds are better spent summoning. Always. Next, we have down here, we have a little video you can watch to get 20 diamonds. You can do this 5 times, so you can get 100 diamonds for free every single day. If you're free to play, absolutely do these every single day. If you're not free to play, I mean, you should do it. It's 100 free diamonds. Why not? But you don't have to do it. You can talk to your guild and other things. So you got the world chat here. This is connected to the Discord. So if you don't want to go into the Discord and you talk, or you don't have a Discord, you can talk through here. You can ask questions. So I believe I selected you can select a specific channel, so I can switch what channel I want selected, so I can always see the ask questions channel. And then you got the guild channel, so my guild name is very creative. So you can talk to your guild, and then you have individual players that you've talked to right here. This is a guild mate of mine. And yeah. And then we have the updates. If you want to read about updates, you can. I'm not excited about reading updates. You also have the mail. You can send mail to people. You can do that. I don't really know anyone that does it. You just get your rewards from it. And then we have the Discord button. If you want to go to the Discord, you press this. It opens the Discord channel. And then we have settings. So for settings, it's a very important thing is this referral key. Once you get in the guild, send this referral key out. They use it, you get diamonds, they get diamonds, and then use other people's referral key by entering in a code. You'll enter their referral key in. You can do this, I believe, 3 times both ways, and you'll get diamonds. So that's all the UI. Now for some useful tips. So when you're first starting off, for everyone, you're gonna, as I said, you're gonna go between the arena when you don't want to play, you don't want to like be your attention at the game, or dungeons. Dungeons, you're gonna want to come back after a certain amount of time, like 30 minutes to an hour when you're first starting off. If you're literally just starting off, even more. And then as it progresses, you'll just be doing the dungeon less and less. And then you also want to go to the conquest and do the conquest, because this is where you're going to generate money. You're going to want to put a lot of your money into conquest. Basically, you want to put most of your money into generating more money. That way you can buy better items and progress faster. That's a high-level overview for free to play. There's some other tips and tricks I could give you, but that kind of starts you off in where you want to go. So that button gives you the guild. Now for Dolphins, the big thing you want to buy is in the offers. You want to buy this deluxe monthly pass and monthly pass. These passes stack, so you want to spend both of them. $20, and you are getting a really good deal on diamonds, and as well you increase your boss attempts per day. So that means you have more chances to do better on the boss. This is pretty much, as a Dolphin, the main thing you should buy. You really shouldn't buy anything else. All this stuff, it's out of a price range of any Dolphin, and you don't want to touch it. Additionally, so Dolphins, since you have more excess diamonds, you might buy the building materials to build more farms and whatnot. But again, I would heavily suggest only spending your diamonds on summoning or these more expensive Royal and Royal Plus chests. Beyond that, for whales, you have more choices. All these offers are pretty good. I'd say the best offer is this one right here, where you're getting 250 Royal Plus chests. $100 for that, honestly, pretty good deal. You're getting 9,000 diamonds also. I think that's one of the best deals they could possibly put up. So this is one. Anytime you see Royal Plus chests, you want them. These you get them over time. I wouldn't sweat about trying to go for it. If you have the money, why not? This one's pointless. Don't go for it. Yeah, it might allow you to spend money faster, but when you're first starting off, this is pointless. This is like late game. Oh, okay, I want 200 trillion, but don't buy it. These other ones, again, they're smaller versions of that big one that you probably just want that big one over these. When it comes to spending your diamonds, again, you want to spend on these two chests as much as you really want to. Every now and then, a short-term deal comes up, and that short-term deal, I can't show you now, will have three options. It's usually a weapon set, and then a hero that is at SS+. That hero at SS+ is definitely a really good deal, because you can get that deal anytime in the game when you first start onwards. However, the other deals progressively get better the more you progress in the game. So you want to wait until it's offering top tier gear, and then you could potentially buy that because you're immediately getting top tier gear. You don't have to spend anything else on it. So other than that, again, the best thing to spend your diamonds on is summons. If you have the money, spend it on chests. Beyond that, let's see, you always want to summon. Summon from this until you get the special hero, then summon on this until you get one of every hero. I highly suggest you get one of every hero. You never know if the meta is going to change in such a way where a hero will become useful again. And then upgrade them all to SS tier allows you to function on the arena and bring up anyone. But if you're a pay-to-win player, just bring them all up to SSSS, the quad S. And I think that is everything for the Dolphin and Whale strategies and free-to-play. So I hope you enjoyed this video.